What makes a basketball player truly great? Is it the raw talent, the skill, the determination, or the ability to lead a team to victory? These are questions that have sparked endless debates among basketball fans for decades. One of the most heated discussions in the sports centers around two of the greatest players of all time, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Both have left an indelible mark on the game, but when it comes to their impact on the court and how they lead, there are significant differences between the two legends. And few people are more qualified to talk about these differences than Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan's longtime teammate and one of the key pieces of the Chicago Bulls dynasty. Scottie Pippen has always had a unique perspective on basketball greatness. After all, he shared the court with Jordan for years and witnessed firsthand what it takes to win at the highest level. Pippen has always been open in sharing his insights, and one of the points he's raised over the years is how Jordan and LeBron differ in their approach to the game. To Pippen, Michael Jordan was always calculated, precise, and utterly unshakable. He never put himself in positions where he couldn't control the outcome. On the other hand, LeBron's style reflects a different kind of leadership and impact, a style that's more collaborative, adaptable, and, in some ways, experimental. When Scottie talks about Michael Jordan, there's a sense of respect that comes from sharing the trenches with someone who always seemed to know what to do. Jordan's reputation as a fierce competitor wasn't just a media creation. It was real. Pippen often points out that Jordan wasn't just about scoring points or hitting highlight-worthy shots. He was about winning, plain and simple. Every move he made on the court was deliberate, almost like a chess player thinking several moves ahead. Pippen describes how Jordan's ability to read the game and his opponents was unparalleled. He could see weaknesses in the defense before they even developed, and he would exploit those weaknesses with precision. But more importantly, Jordan was always in control of the situation. He knew what shots he wanted to take and when to take them. If a play didn't go the way he planned, he adjusted, but he never allowed himself to be in a position where the game was out of his hands. This approach to the game wasn't just about skill, it was about mentality. Jordan's mindset was to dominate, and that mindset trickled down to the rest of the team. Pippen has often mentioned that Jordan's sheer confidence was contagious. When your best player is laser-focused and refuses to lose, it elevates everyone around him. There was no room for doubt, no room for excuses. Pippen has shared stories about how Jordan would push him and their teammates during practice, holding everyone accountable and demanding excellence. That intensity wasn't always easy to deal with, but it created a culture where everyone knew what was expected. And more often than not, it led to championships. Now, when you contrast that with LeBron James, the differences become clear. Pippen has spoken about how LeBron's game is more versatile and inclusive. LeBron isn't just a scorer, he's a playmaker. His ability to involve his teammates and make everyone around him better is one of his greatest strengths. Where Jordan would take the ball and decide the game himself, LeBron is more likely to trust his teammates to make the right play. That's not to say one approach is better than the other, it's just different. But it's this difference that Pippen believes separates their legacies. Jordan was the ultimate closer. He thrived in moments where the game was on the line, and he took pride in being the one to seal the victory. LeBron, on the other hand, is often more concerned with making the right basketball play, even if that means passing the ball in critical moments. This difference in approach has led to contrasting narratives about their leadership styles. Jordan was often seen as the alpha, the leader who demanded perfection and wouldn't settle for anything less. LeBron, while still a leader, has been viewed as more collaborative. He's the kind of player who builds camaraderie and fosters a sense of unity among his teammates. Pippen has pointed out that this difference reflects their personalities as much as their playing styles. Jordan's relentless drive made him a force of nature, but it also made him a polarizing figure at times. LeBron's more approachable demeanor has endeared him to many, but it's also led to criticism from those who believe he lacks the killer instinct that defined Jordan. Another point Pippen has raised is how these differences affect their impact off the court. Jordan's influence was immense, but it was also very focused. He became the face of basketball and a global icon through his play and his brand. His Air Jordan sneakers and his partnership with Nike revolutionized sports marketing and turned him into a cultural phenomenon. But Jordan's focus was always on winning first, and everything else came second. LeBron, on the other hand, has embraced a broader role as an athlete. He's not just a basketball player, he's a philanthropist, an activist, and a businessman. His work with the LeBron James Family Foundation, his involvement in social justice causes, and his role in creating opportunities for underserved communities have cemented his legacy beyond basketball. Pippen has acknowledged that while Jordan's impact was transformative for the game, LeBron's impact reaches into areas that Jordan never pursued. When you look at their careers, the numbers and accolades only tell part of the story. Jordan's 6 championships, 5 MVPs, and 10 scoring titles are legendary. LeBron's 4 championships, 4 MVPs, and his ability to dominate in nearly every statistical category are equally impressive. But Pippen believes the context behind those achievements matters. Jordan's championships came in an era where he and the Bulls had to go through some of the toughest competition in NBA history. The Detroit Pistons, the New York Knicks, and eventually teams like the Utah Jazz were all formidable opponents. LeBron's journey, while different, has also been challenging. He's faced scrutiny at every turn, from his decision to leave Cleveland for Miami to his move to the Lakers. And through it all, he's continued to perform at an elite level. Scottie Pippen breaks down the key difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James' impact on the game, and it's not what you might think. From Jordan's killer instinct and precise control of every moment to LeBron's versatile, team-first approach, the two legends have completely different styles of leadership. But what does that say about their legacies? Pippen, who shared the court with MJ, gives a rare inside perspective on how these two GOATs approach the game and why Jordan never put himself in a position to fail. Curious? Stick around to hear this fascinating take. Pippen's perspective on Jordan and LeBron isn't about saying one is better than the other. Instead, it's about understanding how their differences define their greatness. Jordan's ability to control every aspect of the game and impose his will is unmatched. LeBron's versatility and his commitment to uplifting those around him have made him a unique force in the sport. Both players have left legacies that will be remembered for generations, but they've done it in ways that reflect who they are as people and athletes. For basketball fans, the Jordan versus LeBron debate will likely never be settled. And maybe that's the way it should be. Both players have given us moments of brilliance that have defined eras and inspired millions. Whether you admire Jordan's killer instinct and unshakable focus or LeBron's versatility and impact on and off the court, there is no denying that both are legends in their own right. Scottie Pippen's insights remind us that greatness doesn't come in one form.